I wanted to make one more video about something I've been thinking about because of the last video that I made about that there's no shortcuts. Now this one is more of like a then and now. Like back then when I first got involved in, for example, network marketing, MLM. That's why you guys will hear me talking a lot about being plugged in and reading and growing as a person and sharpening your knife, your craft, and working at your craft all the time. You hear me about going to everything. You hear me going to seminars, whether it be seminars of conventions of the industry that you're in, going to see the leaders and the top producers in the industry that you're working in, or you're going to see big leaders, other leaders in motivation or inspiration or teaching you your skills or your craft. There's so many different leaders that you can go see. Les Brown, Anthony Robbins, Eric Thomas. I can go on and on and on and on. If you're not learning from these people, and you're going to hear me talking about this all the time, I know that, and it comes from that industry that I was in, the network marketing industry. But let me tell you something. I'm going to give you a quick one about when I first started in the industry. They told me that I had to read books. For example, that we were supposed to read one book a month. And it was, the first book that I got was a book called The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz. And it changed my game. I never had seen stuff like that. And then that same year, I read 30 books because it changed my whole game in everything, in every aspect of my life. Now in traditional business or in network marketing and multi-level marketing, direct marketing sales, TikTok shop, anything that I do, anything that I get involved in, any business that I get involved in, it's going to apply the stuff that you hear me talking about that I learned in the network marketing industry. It will apply now in the new stuff that's going on now. Let's talk about now. That's why when you hear shortcuts and you hear people taking shortcuts, it's not shortcuts. It's that we have major advances in technology now that help us do the things like I said, reading books. Now I can sit in the car and listen to my books. You know how much I can get into a book in the car while I'm listening to it? A lot more than I can while I'm sitting at home reading the book, even though it's good to read a few minutes before you go to bed out of a book. Or you can listen to it. You'll retain a lot of information if you read or listen to your books right before you go to bed. A little tip. But yes, guys, the technology that we have now, we have to get on point. Us older folks that are used to back then and the way that you do business and did business and all the things that we've learned, now we got to learn all the new stuff. Now we got to get on here and make videos. Now we got to get on here and start a podcast. Now we got to do new stuff. You got to up your game if you want to keep up with these young people, with this young crowd that's tearing it up online. It's amazing. I'm so freaking pumped up. I love to see the new generation, the young generation, kicking butt and being successful. Kudos to you guys, man. Keep it up because I'm learning from you guys. Rock and roll. God bless you.